morning, Cedritas. My name is Monica.
And I'm Alejandra. And this is Chemistry of My Happiness.
Today we are going to see the different contributions of chemistry in our daily lives.
First, let's go with the Dr. Mariana Garza. And hello, Mariana.
Okay, now we're going to talk about chemistry related with medicine. Chemistry influences in medicine in many different ways. It is important to medicine because it allows researchers and scientists to create new drugs that interact efficiently with the body to combat illness. Without chemistry, disease and illness would be running riot. It's like saying we are here in this world because of chemistry that is involved in all around us. So, in conclusion, medicine needs of chemistry, and here we have some examples of medicines that we use in our daily lives.
Very interesting information.
Now
Mariana?
let's go with the nutritionist Romina. She's going to talk about the chemistry in food.
Thank you for introducing me. Chemicals are used in food because nowadays we need to produce more food because we're a bigger population than we were 10 years ago. And we also use chemicals to make food last longer and to prevent from spoiling. Also, an example could be when NASA changes food to be transported to outer space because it's not the food like we consume daily. It's not the same. It's like super transformed by the DNA. I think we should take care more like the use of chemicals in food because, well, in some point can be dangerous for our health. So we should like use like more natural chemicals. I don't know if they exist. We should create them. But also nowadays is the organic food. So I think we should use organic food more often because it's supposed that food doesn't include so much chemicals as normal food.
Actually, I agree with you, Romina. You're very right.
Now, we're going to go with Katia Aleman, that is a historian, and she's going to talk about the contributions of chemistry in warfare.
Thank you for that introduction. We can see chemistry in war even before World War I, but specifically in World War I, in the trenches when they used mustard gas to blind and suffocate the soldiers. In World War II, we can see it with the Nazis when they would use it in the gas chambers that were used, this gas that they called yellow gas that would kill the people in the concentration camps that mostly were Jews. But nowadays, even in the civil war that is happening in Syria, in the civil war, they are using chlorine gas that has killed around 1,500 people or more, even today. In China, they also use it in World War II and to attack Manchuria. The Japanese use it to attack Manchuria, and they use also the mustard gas. But nowadays, even the UN is saying that we should not use chemical weapons to attack each other, but they are still being used. I believe this is horrible and that should not be done, and we need to stop the war in general, even to its core, not just the chemical weapons. Thank you.
Wow, that's horrible.
Now let's go with the meteorologist Valeria Chapa.
Okay, thank you, girls. Global warming refers when the temperature of the earth increases. It's when the gases stay inside the earth, and that's why the temperature increases. The gases that are inside the earth is carbon dioxide, nitrous, methane, ozone, and water vapor.
Sabritas, you can eat only one.
Global warming is actually a very serious thing, and we need to get more conscious about it.
Now, we are going to ask Valeria Chapa, Mariana Garza, and Katia Aleman for a possible solution for it.
One of the best solutions for the global warming is to use less cars for the gas, and government to improve in public transportation for can people use it more than the cars.
I think that a possible solution to decrease the global warming problem would be, in my case, and what I know, is to stop using such chemical weapons that are so loaded with harmful chemicals to the air and to the atmosphere and for people. And we can also ask the government to decrease the use of factories that use so much gases that affect the atmosphere, to maybe use cleaner ways of energy like water or air.
Global warming in many different ways, and at the same time we will be saving our planet by decreasing pollution. Like for example, we can apply the following steps: recycling things like products or paper sheets, don't burning trash, and find other ways to get rid of them.
I think that the chemistry involves all the things that we do in our daily life, because if you see every landscape or everything we do or we make or we create, it involves chemistry, so that's why it's so important.
I think chemistry is important because it involves everything in life, since the structure of your body to the buildings you see in the city. And you need to learn chemistry because when you do daily tasks like wash your bathroom or something, you can't mix substances like chloride with acid or something because you will die or something. So yeah, that's why you need to know chemistry. It's really important.
Chemistry is incredibly important because it is in every aspect of our lives. It's in food and medicine and even our fights or conflicts with other countries. And we need to be aware of how chemistry works and what it is, to not be ignorant and not to be afraid of what the government can do, the authorities. So it is important that we know what chemistry and how chemistry is being used in our daily lives.
My opinion of the chemistry in the world is that we need chemistry for all the things we do daily, and chemistry is very important for our life.
I think chemistry is very important because you can find it everywhere. Literally, you can find it in every place you go. You can find it in the air, and you can find it in things like your cell phone and stuff like that, technology. And I think you have to be very careful when you use chemistry. I mean, depends of the place you're doing it, and that's my opinion.
Chemistry and its different contributions have changed and evolutionated our world. We can do a lot of things with chemistry. It's very helpful. It's part of our lives because it isn't anywhere. So I think chemistry is a good tool to work.